Welcome, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm the Grace Strega, and I'm here to give you your daily collective read for today, Monday, November 17th, 2025. What do we have coming through on the cards for today? Can I please have the first two cards in our 5-card spread? First two cards we are starting our day off with today are the 10 of Pentacles in its reversal, in combination with our 9 of Cups in its upright. So one of the things that we want to talk about right now has to do with the observation and recognition of what it is that we're trying to do more effectively. Now, one of the things that we effectively see that's happening right now, and I need to point this out with a lot of these retrograde cycles, and even going through a retrograde season like this one, it can feel very isolating. It can feel very quiet. It can feel very contemplative. And even in the space by which we experience that, and I need to point this out, healing our relationship to solitude is something that is very important in the space of coming to understand the self more. This is why meditation is so hard. You know what I mean? Do you see how hard it is when you try to move into a space of quietude, or in the space by which you're working towards a little bit of that energetic silence point? It creates a lot of that desire to activate. But what's beautiful about that, and that's why I keep on saying, if this, don't let the retrograde energy get to you. Don't overly internalize an external problem, because a lot of the energy that we're effectively identifying in relationality to experiences or situations like this, I like to point out, it can feel very energetically rough. It can feel like it's rough on ourselves, right? It can often feel like that space by which, I like to point out, retrogrades like this can often make us feel like nothing we do is good enough, right? But when we understand that that is the energetic nature of the energy, then it allows us to be able to do something in such a way that we allow for things to be productive, right? And I feel like a lot of that work, a lot of identifying upon that, I want you to make sure you're navigating this retrograde cycle from a space of understanding, energetic composure, right? Because what do we mean by composure? Composure is the space by which we're able to recognize and identify what it is that we're trying to do versus what it is that we're trying to heal from. Now, this is extremely important right now, particularly and especially for the energies and the frequencies that are moving deeper into connection. And we're starting off with a conversation in relationality to a lot of those moon partnerships that are coming together for the energy in separation right now. And the thing is about it, I think you might have even noticed, I don't like to even utilize the term separation right now when I'm talking towards the energy in separation, because I keep on seeing the energy doesn't feel like, there's no separation about it. I feel like a lot of the energy in separation is almost working towards, like they're taking holistic approaches to the fact that they're working into the space of solitude. It's interesting too, because and I think you might have noticed this, ever since we've entered this retrograde cycle, I felt very energetically disinclined to utilize the word separation, because I keep on getting, and this is this is it, especially with the Page of Cups. What's beautiful about some of this energy in separation is they're healing from the fact that they're in separation just because they're working in solitude, right? This is that's what I keep on seeing here. It's not even feeling it's the energy that's saying it's not separation, it's solitude, right? Because the energy doesn't feel energetically separated. They're working on feeling whole. They're taking holistic approaches to the work that they're doing in that way. And I like this right now because this is beautiful. This is a lot of the and I feel like this is the conversation that they're having right now in terms and I want to really and this is why I had to like take a pause point yesterday and drill down to what was happening like within the, like not just looking at the relationship frequencies, but looking at what was happening to the energy within the frequencies. Because and I need to stress this right now, and you can find that, and you can find that full reading over on the stack. But the energy, there's like they're giving each other courtesy and patience, because, and I just keep on getting this, there's something I keep on identifying that's happening right now for a lot of this energy that's in solitude, building into new relationship, that's healing from the experience of pedestalized partnership. And what does it mean? What do I mean when I'm speaking towards pedestalized partnership? It's, and when we talk about this, this is why idolatry is so negative, because when we don't see each other for who we are, but rather who we desire one to be, then we ruin the possibility of a healthy relationship, because it's the observation that what we find within one another is so much greater and so much more wonderful than anything that we could possibly conceive within the context of the self. But that's why we see that for a lot of these relationships, they're learning, they're coming together right now by learning that it's okay to be learning things in partnership, because it's the space by which I keep on hearing, like, this is, I keep on hearing they're coming into the space by which it's okay not to be it's okay not to be perfect. But when you're in a pedestalized partnership, it's like perfection or bust, right? When you're in a pedestalized partnership, it's like perfection or bust, right? Because that's the thing about it. It creates a rigid form. It's not necessarily something by which, and again, what will you often hear with someone that's experiencing a pedestalized partnership? Nothing I could do was right? Because what do you often experience in a pedestalized partnership? Stay still, right? So for a lot of the energy that's working through this, I keep on seeing like I keep on hearing they're coming to life with one another again. And I keep on seeing that the reason that they're coming to life with one another is almost the space by which they're learning it's okay to be clumsy, right? It's okay for them to kind of, like, I keep on hearing, even in the space by which they may energetically misstep, I almost see somebody saying it's not the end of the world. But, and that's why I keep on, and like, that's why I keep on hearing, if there's like a lot of over apologizing in these relationships or experiences, this is the energy that's almost recognizing the fact that they're experiencing or they're healing from situations that demanded, I keep on hearing that demanded the architecture of trying to fulfill another person's perception of them, instead of allowing the ability for them to be dimensional, is what I keep on hearing. I keep on hearing they're not a flat surface, right? But when someone's trying to pedestalize you, they really try to make you feel like that. Now, this brings us to those temperance relationships. And these are the relationships, for our purposes, that were coming together between the time of the the Uranus being retrograde, up until the time of Mercury and Venus stationing, up until the time of the solstice, pardon me. Again, allowing for, again, speaking of that, yeah, this is Nine of Swords in its upright, with the Six of Cups in its reversal. Nine of Swords upright with a Six of Cups in its reversal. And I love the the reason I'm seeing this right now and speaking upon composure, as it were. This is what I mean in relationality to working through energetic composure right now, because what's interesting is I keep on getting, for a lot of these temperance relationships, the reason I keep on hearing composure is because composure is something that we work on through having a lot of feelings about something, right? Like a lot of emotionality is what I'm identifying around something. You know, there's a lot of I keep on seeing, Composure is what we do beyond our feelings upon the subject. And so what's interesting in relationality to a lot of the energy right now that's moving through these temperance relationships is I keep on seeing like the desire, and I keep on getting like, this is why they're learning, how strong they are. Because I keep on seeing that if these are experiences or situations in the past where there's, and this is the hard part with these temperance relationships. You see how slowly these moon partnerships are coming together. There's like a lot of complexity there. For these temperance relationships, it's more about a unified sense of shared trauma. And the problem with working through a unified sense of shared trauma is having a lot of feelings on the subject, and potentially even a lot of feelings on the subject in relationality to the experience of counterparts past, right? Something that feels like it's even more important to the self, because I keep on getting with the fact that there's something about the shared trauma trigger. It would feel so healing to the self to go back into to go back into the counterpart's past and do something. But that's why they're not doing it, because they keep on focusing on the word indulgent. It would feel good for them, not counterpart. And that's why I keep on seeing there's like, I keep on getting, every time I read for this energy right now, I keep on getting, don't confuse the kindness for weakness, right? There's a little bit of don't go there that's happening, because it's the energy that says that they're stopping themselves from going there, but there's not, I keep on hearing, but there's nothing, but that's also the energy that says, like I keep on seeing, they're working on the sanctity of partnership, which is articulating upon the preciousness of what it is that they're trying to change in the present. So that's why I keep on seeing that for a lot of the energy doing that work, it's almost like I keep on getting, it's like the energy that keeps on saying, I'm not going to start anything, but I'm not going to start anything, but if another person starts it, that's not a Neptune lesson. I just keep on hearing this every time I read for the temperance relationships. Somebody's saying, I'm not going to start anything, but if someone from the past starts something, that's no longer a Neptune lesson. Continuing to get clarification, I'm kind of like, I'm loving that energy, those temperance relationships, because they're like almost excited about the possibility of a technicality is what I keep on getting. Continuing to get clarification between our 10 of Pentacles in its reversal in combination with the 9 of Cups in its upright. Can I get one card to clarify? We've got here the Death card. Now let's talk a little bit about these Magician relationships. And again, these Magician relationships are the relationships that were coming together between the time of the solstice period up until the time of Mercury and Venus stationing direct behind Neptune. For a lot of these relationships right now, everything I keep on seeing in these relationships is the observation in terms of how much they've changed. You know, and what's beautiful about that, and I need to stress this, you know, I feel like there's something very rapid. Like this is like, I keep on hearing rapid maturation process happening right now for some energy deep within divine union. And the reason I keep on hearing that there's like a rapid like maturation process happening is because I keep on getting like it's the space by which they understand and recognize. I keep on hearing the space by which they understand and recognize the value of shared manifestation goals is all I keep on seeing. You know, and that's why I keep on hearing, like, this is what I keep on getting. Like, I keep on getting a lot of messages coming through as it relates to what feels like a healthy conversation. And I just keep on getting the same message when I try to read into this energy right now, which is we can tell we're in a space, like we can tell that we're, and again, the word composure is coming up because this is the energy that keeps checking their own composure on something. Because I keep on seeing the energy that says, that works through and articulates, that says we can always be open to a healthy conversation, but a healthy conversation becomes an uncomfortable confrontation if we feel that we have to chase after it. And so that's why I keep on seeing that for a lot of this energy right now, and I feel almost forced to draw a card on it because that's what I mean. I literally see a situation where they're not doing anything. Like they're not doing anything but becoming more stable. And this is what we talk about with this is what we talk about, like this is what I mean about them like going through like maturation cycles. Like when you're doing nothing but becoming more stable and you see something outside of relationship where another person holds volatility towards it, it's very informative. It's painful to witness. But I keep on seeing like I keep on hearing like the eyes that the eyes that are blessed, or the eyes that are there to bear witness to it, because it's almost like the energy that says and articulates upon the difference, which says that they understand what they can do about it versus what another person needs to work through, is what I keep on getting. Clarification again between the Nine of Cups and the Page of Cups in its reversal. It's and they it's like, look at this. Like this is why I felt drawn to draw that other card. You know what I mean? And that's why I keep on seeing sometimes when you're going through a maturation process and something's energetically positive, it's like you almost say to someone like, what would you like? Again, the way you can usually fortify whether something's healthy or not is the articulation and having a conversation with someone saying, what would you have me do? Right? I keep on seeing the energy go, what would you have me do? And if the energy is saying like, don't change, like this is the energy that's like, you know what I mean? Like it's navigating the fact that is not, like that's just, it's like it's working through, I almost feel like the energy deep within Divine Union is working upon the fact that someone feels too nostalgic for a version of the self that is no longer, I keep on seeing like that's no longer there, is what I keep on seeing. Like that's what I keep on getting around something here. Continuing to get clarification between the Page of Cups and its reversal in combination with our Nine of Swords in its upright. We've got here the Seven of Cups in its upright. Now this is important too because, given the fact that we've got the Seven of Cups, and we're coming back to the energy that's working. I don't even want to say separation. I keep on getting energy and solitude right now. It feels antithetical for me to say the energy in separation because it feels more like the energy in solitude. And the thing about the energy in solitude right now is I see that energy focusing upon the self. They're being energetically productive through a retrograde cycle. And I keep on hearing the hard part about that, like the thing that's energetically painful, is I keep on getting, and I keep on seeing, they're healing from pedestalized partnerships. They're healing from the situation. And I keep on hearing that, and this is interesting, because this was a message that was coming in through the energy deep within Divine Union that's moved down into the energy that's working in solitude right now, because it's the energy that articulates upon, I just keep on hearing the same message coming through. When we're in healthy relationship, we pin our hopes on the direction that it goes into, not on the person that's within it, right? Because when we don't build into relationship based upon personal potential. We build upon partnership potential. And that's why I keep on seeing that if these are situations or circumstances, I keep on seeing this is why they're coming together so slowly. Because I keep on seeing that these are just energies that are like finding each other shell-shocked. Because it's the observation of someone energetically picking them apart, perpetually and continually articulating to them how they weren't, how they weren't, like how they were nothing. I keep wondering how they were nothing like the false creation that another person made in their head about someone, is what I keep on hearing. It's literally like the energy with they used to get into arguments with someone and be like, you know, you're nothing like I expected you to be. And that's why we keep on hearing the energy almost saying to themselves, like, what did you expect? Is what I keep on hearing. Like, because again, it's the space that when we expect things, we don't arrive into the observation of wanting to get to know someone, but instead we're looking towards another to serve our expectations. So I keep on seeing, and that's what I meant about the energy going through some kind of emotional. I keep wondering the energy right now, these moon relationships coming together, they're going through like this emotional celebration. Like I keep on seeing like they're like almost like I almost got like tears around this right now, especially with the 10 of Swords in combination with the 6 of Cups in its reversal, right? Yeah. Because I just keep on hearing this energy say that when someone has expectations upon us, then it often feels like the relationships are conceding to demands instead of building dreams together, is what I keep on hearing. And so I keep on hearing that there's something about these new relationships that are forming, and I keep on getting the energy like going through a period of catharsis, like there's weeping there. But I keep on hearing like the weeping that's happening in those modalities is saying, oh my gosh, I can be free to be myself here. I can be free to be fallible, right? And I keep on hearing like that's the hard part, because I keep on seeing, like I almost got these modalities where they do something wrong and they cover their heads. Like I keep on hearing they're bracing for impact that never comes, is what I keep on getting. That's why they're so upset, because that's why I told you they're doing something and then they're bracing for impact. And then they're recognizing that the blessing is the fact that there is no impact, that it's safe to try. It's safe to kind of be in the modality of being themselves again. Continuing to get clarification between our Death card in its upright in combination with the 4 of Wands in its upright. Look at that. Like the 8 of Swords in its reversal. Look at this energy. Look at this. You know, some of these new relationships, like I got to tell you, some of these moon relationships, like I feel teary. Like I feel genuinely teary reading into them right now. Because I keep on hearing the teariness is I keep on seeing they're trying something that they haven't done before. But you see how traumatized this energy is when they try to do something that they haven't done before and then they brace for impact. And someone being like it's helping them understand. Like I can see the energy being like they're learning how to breathe again. Like they're learning how to breathe again, you know? Like they're learning how to breathe again, because I keep on hearing they don't feel like they have to hold, like healthy energy doesn't feel like we have to hold our breath around one another. Right? And so it's hard, because I keep on getting, like, for a lot of that energy, they're starting to talk more. I keep on hearing I feel like they're talking more about why they're holding their breath, is what I keep on getting, you know? And I keep on seeing, like, and I keep on feeling, like, I keep on hearing the energy say, I'm going to stop apologizing, but you'll have to forgive me, because this is something I'm trying to unlearn, is what I keep on getting. And there's something really beautiful upon the fact by which they're communicating to each other in that way, right? It's like it's almost like the observation in relationality to how far they have come, but not only I keep on getting not only how far they have come, but how far they aspire to go, is what I keep on seeing, right? Like I almost feel like they're talking to each other about how much work they have cut out for one another, you know? And that's what I keep on seeing. Like I almost feel like there's something really beautiful about the fact that they're having those mature conversations. And I keep on seeing like they're like I told you, right? The beauty of them, like the beauty of the magic of the moon relationships is it's an illusion free zone, right? It's beautiful because I keep on hearing like they're not working towards that. It's the space by which they're trying to make their dreams come true. Continuing to get clarification between the Four of Wands in combination with the Seven of Cups and it's upright. We've got here the Six. Listen, this third row. Okay, I really like the shape of this third row right now. Nice. I like seeing a lot of sword cards in their reversal. So we've got a lot of six. We've got a lot of four energy on the table today. Okay, we got a lot of four energy on the table. We've also got a lot of six energy on the table. So we've got four energy, we've got six energy, and the thing that we like about this with four and six energy is I keep on getting it's the conversation in relationality to what feels energetically productive is what I keep on getting. Now, one of the things that we see, especially with the four and the six, works towards, like I keep on getting the four and the six together creates a 10. So I like this because when I see four and six energy on the table together, it's a conversation on a new 10. Is what I keep on getting. And what's nice about that, or what we effectively identify, is I keep on getting it's working through the context of what it is that we're trying to do in a better way, right? And this is what I keep on getting, and the reason that this is coming through right now for the temperance relationships is I just keep on seeing that for those temperance relationships, that observation of what, like I keep on hearing, like they are building, they're like literally, that's what I meant in terms of building dreams. Like this is the energy that's saying, I'm going to take all those feelings I have around a past situation, and this is what I'm going to do with them. This is what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to build a dream. I keep on hearing this energy going, I'm going to build a dream so big. I'm going to build a dream so big that past trauma has no place here, is what I keep on hearing. Like there's a lot of that energy that I keep on seeing. And that's what I meant about, like, I keep on getting like this, it's like the energy that is channeling rage into construction. It's like, it's the energy, and they're talking to each other about it. Like I can see the energy literally saying, this is what I want to do. Like I can hear the energy going, this is what I want to do, but this is what I'm going to do instead for you. It's what I keep on hearing the energy go, for you. And I need to point this out. The reason I'm laughing about this, okay, and I need to stress this, Seven of Cups with the Four of Cups, because everything always has a caveat, okay? And I already knew this is the caveat. This is the Two of Wands in its reversal, because we talked about the fact, I need to stress this is why I think this is beautiful. We talked about the fact that typically in healthy manifestations, right? In healthy manifestations, we don't do things for others, right? The healthy manifestation shouldn't feel like we're that we're letting go of a manifestation goal for another person, right? When it's going forward is what I keep on seeing. Like that's why we talk about the fact that we never want to feel like we always want to make sure we have unified manifestation goals when it comes to healthy partnership, because you never want to be in a space by which another person says, the only reason I'm here is because I took a concession to be with you. Nothing more toxic than that, right? That is literally somebody who like brings up the fact that the manifestation goal that they're in with you is not where they actually want to be, right? That's not healthy. This is the positivity point of someone saying, I'm doing this for you. Because when it comes to the past, this is the energy going, I'm healing for you. This is the energy going, I'm not indulging in the thing I want to do that I know is not well for you. So it's okay. It's like, it's a positive. It's the positive side of that. It's okay in the space by which another person, they're not saying, I've given up on my dream for you. They're going, I'm giving up on the indulgence on how good it would be to do something I know I shouldn't do in the first place for you. But that's why I keep on seeing what I'm going to do instead is I keep on seeing they're like, I'm going to make something beautiful with it. Right. They're moving it into, I keep on hearing this is what healthy channeling looks like, right? They're taking the frustration that they have towards the past and they're utilizing it to build a better tomorrow with counterpart. Is what I keep on hearing. Continuing to get clarification. That's why I keep on seeing, like, it's funny because I keep on seeing the energy say, but if the past comes towards us, that's not a Neptune lesson. I keep on seeing the energy go. If the past comes towards us, that's not a Neptune lesson. That isn't like, that's like, I see the energy that's almost articulating upon the technicality by which they heal versus the space. I keep wondering the technicality by which they heal versus the working to energetically protect something is what I keep on seeing. So that's what I keep on getting every time I read right now for the temperance energy. I keep on getting a lot of this, like, I'm getting a lot of this bear energy, but I'm not surprised about it because Mars is in Sag right now. Continuing to get clarification between, for the magician relationships, again, for our purposes, the relationships that were coming together between the time of the solstice period up until the time of Mercury and Venus stationing direct behind Neptune. Clarification between our 8 of Swords in its reversal, our 6 of Swords in its reversal. One card to clarify. There it is. 10, like we find, like, yeah, you know, here's the thing about it. For the energy, for this energy right now that is deep within divine union, I keep on hearing they're having conversations on things they can't do anything about. That's why they're being mature, right? Like, I keep on seeing, like, I literally see situations where someone is articulating upon what another person potentially desires them to do and being like, but I'm not going to do that because that's energetically ridiculous, is what I keep on hearing. You know? I feel like there's something really healthy about that. And I feel like there's something I keep on getting, you know, I told you, like, this is the magician. These are the magician relationships that are becoming wizened because this is the energy that understands the difference between, like, I keep on hearing, like, I feel like I just keep on hearing something about, like, having some kind of conversation deep within divine union in relationality to when we're in healthy relationship, it should never feel like we're conceding to another person's ego, is what I keep on hearing. I keep wondering, there's no conceding to egos in healthy partnerships, because in healthy partnerships, you leave your ego at the door, is what I keep on getting, right? Like, that's what I keep on seeing. Like, that's the beauty, like, that's what I keep on getting with a lot of these relationships. And I feel like it's painful because I can see the energy that's almost looking towards counterpart and saying, if I'm off on this, you'd say something, right? Like, I feel like it's like the energy that's like allowing, like, it's like the energy that is almost looking to counterpart saying, please tell me there's something I'm energetically missing here. And so I feel like for a lot of the energy doing that, it's almost like the space by another person says, like, listen, sometimes a hurdle is a hurdle. And it sometimes is hard because when we recognize the hurdle outside the self, it gives us strength, because I almost see the energy that is finding confidence because another person is articulating and saying, no, like, you're not wrong about that. You know, like, they're giving each other, I keep on hearing, they're giving each other mutual support in identifying where those hurdles are, because that's what's healthy, you know, but it's not easy. Continuing to get clarification between our 6 of Swords in its reversal in combination with the 2 of Wands in its reversal. Oop, 2 cards coming out. Boom. Moving back into the energy and solitude right now. We've got the 10 of Cups in its reversal in combination with the Fool card. And I got to say this right now, like, this is, listen to this, you know, I got to point out, this is why I see that this energy in solitude is working in such a way that feels like it's healthy and productive. Because I keep on hearing the energy say, I'm not in separation. I'm in solitude, which is the energy. And this is why it's taking them longer to come into relationship, because they're finding peace there. Right. And when you found peace, like, when you found peace, When you found peace, your relationships will change profoundly because you become very protective about the peace that you create for yourself. And that's the thing about it. Healthy energy doesn't want to take our peace from us. They want to ignore, nor do they want nor do they want to scurry under the shelter of it. They want to share. They want to share the energetic peace. They want to make more of it. And the thing about this I keep on seeing is I feel like this is the energy that's articulating upon the fact that there's nothing missing in the peace that they found themselves in. But they would love to be able to expand that peace with someone that feels the same way about it, is what I keep on hearing. And I like that. That's what I keep on hearing. That's beautiful. But I keep on hearing the energy and solitude going, the nice thing about my peace is that there's nothing missing about it, right? This isn't energy that's looking, this is not energy and separation looking for someone to create peace for them. That's the energy that just says, that is why this energy is working in such a way that they're being patient with each other. Because I keep on seeing, they're saying, show me your peace. And let's see if our peace, let's see if our own perspective of peace matches, fits together, is what I keep on seeing. And I feel like in that way, and I keep on hearing, that's why this energy is feeling some kind of relief. Because even in the space, I keep on hearing, even in the space by which they recognize that they mess up, I keep on hearing there's no messing up. I keep on hearing they're even erasing their perception of messing up, because I can see somebody almost articulating and saying to them, there's nothing about you that I see is a mess. Because I keep on seeing, I keep on hearing, this is the energy that says, I almost see this energy saying, I don't see anything that's messy there. I see somebody who could use a little help, is what I keep on seeing. It's really beautiful, because I keep on hearing help, not help, you need help, but someone being can I help with that? Right? Somebody trying to it feels like there's something really beautiful about them being generous with each other. And I keep on hearing even in that generosity, it feels like a relief. Final card for today's spread, between the 10 of Swords in combination with the 10 of Cups in its reversal and the Fool card. Knight of Cups in its reversal. The thing about it, this is a continuation of understanding. I'm going to keep on saying this. And never will you recognize someone is more off. This is a continuation. And this is why I said that this energy isn't for everybody. Because I just keep on hearing the same message during this retrograde season. And it has to do with feelings. I hate to break it to you. I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Not all feelings are alike. Not all feelings are alike. And you're not honoring your feelings by telling others that you have them. When you have feelings that you haven't processed, then you give them to others. That's your cup spilling over onto everyone around them, right? We don't allow our cups to spill over. When we're in a space by which we're doing the healthy processing of our feelings, it's not just about the space by which we articulate upon the feelings. It's the space by which we speak upon what another could do that would make them, that would alleviate, change them. That is the gift. Our feelings become gifts when we figure out what to do with them, right? And so I feel like the hard part about this retrograde cycle is it sometimes creates a disambiguation between someone who hasn't done their shadow work effectively, feeling feelings and being you can't be upset at me. I'm just being honest. Honesty isn't the point. The work that we do to understand our feelings is the point. Honesty, when you are being ignorant about where your feelings are coming from, there's no honesty to your feelings. They're just that. They're inclinations, right? They change. They change very quickly. But when we do the work to understand the reasons why, right? When we get to the bottom of things, when we do the processing, our feelings become gifts that we share with one another. So if you're feeling like that, that's what I said. Make sure that you're not assuming things right now in this energy, and make sure that you're articulating upon not just the fact that one has feelings, but how one can work to alleviate those feelings or do something better. Because I just keep on saying the hard part with a lot of this energy. And I'll tell you right now, it can feel very demanding. It can feel very intense. It can feel a lot like the weight by which, and I keep on getting, the state of trauma is the space by which another person projects their feelings on another and then articulates, in the space by which one scrambles to amend them, in the space by which one says you can't do anything right. It's really conscientious, right? It's really noteworthy when someone's in that modality, because it allows for the space by which energy is just constantly in a space of scrambling around someone instead of being able to get anywhere. So make sure that if you're having conversations right now in this energy, they feel productive. They feel they like, make sure that you're pitching, like keeping your perspective on the horizon in relationality to what that intention is. Bottom of the deck on this reading, yeah, the seven of wands in its reversal. So again, I know that this energy can feel isolating. We're all feeling it. You're not alone if you're feeling isolated in this energy. Remember, what you feel internally usually unifies. So make sure that you're articulating upon it. And if you feel like too much of it, make sure that you're reaching out to others. Make sure that you're communicating upon your needs, so that one can, like, again, so that one can be able to do something more energetically effectively. Let this be the retrograde that allows one to step out of the comfort zone in the best way possible. That is our daily collective read for today. I want to thank you so much for being here and experiencing it. Just a reminder, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can book one on my site. Please keep in mind, if you book a private reading with me, it is a two-step process. You have to book the reading, you have to pay for the reading. Please make sure you do both if you'd like to have that reading. Most importantly, please remember that I will never, ever, 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 ever reach out to you for a private reading. I will never DM you, PM you, or slide into your inbox telling you I have a very important message that only I can deliver. The only way you can book a reading with me is if you book a reading on my site, so I encourage you to do it there. A couple of updates before we move into personal readings. First and foremost, thank you to everybody who attended our recent class on the moon card. Our next class will be held this Thursday, November 20th at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be continuing our studies into the tarot with a focus on the sun card. And all you'd need to do, if you'd like to become part of that class program, is head on over to my Stack and become a paid subscriber. Your monthly subscription to my Stack is your ticket of entry into our live classes each month. You'll also have access to over 9 hours worth of material in the Tarot Church Library Class Archive. If you become a founding member, not only will you have access to the full scope of classes, over 20 hours worth of material, but you'll also have access to a complimentary one-on-one mentorship class with me, where I will meet with you personally to assess where you are on your own personal tarot journey and give you the best insights in terms of how to utilize those classes to the best of your potential, moving towards your tarot goals going forward. One of the things I tried to do in these classes was make them accessible to the absolute novice tarot reader as well as a seasoned reader. There's definitely something there for everyone. Don't let your lack of experience or your robust experience prevent you from joining us in these classes. And even if you don't become a paid subscriber, I would encourage you to follow me over on the Stack to stay up to date on any new offerings or services. I also post my Mystic Meditation articles there, which will give you updates on what we've been seeing energetically in the cards. On top of my standard life path readings, I also offer mentorship classes, which you can purchase individually or as a series, weekly or bi-weekly as your schedule permits, to learn more about your journey and spiritual path work. Also, for my clients seeking more consistent weekly tarot support, I'm very happy to offer weekly tarot insight packages. That is a package of 4 30-minute readings, again, weekly or bi-weekly as your schedule permits, so that you can stay more consistent on your personal journey. I'm also very happy to offer dream interpretation readings, which you can purchase per dream or as a series. If you purchase series, I would encourage you to start to keep a dream journal, as we will meet weekly or bi-weekly with that journal and utilize the tarot to understand the key themes and messages coming towards you in the dream space. I want to thank you guys so much for being here today and sharing in these messages, and we will do this again